The UK is experiencing a COVID-19 reopening setback, and there is some encouraging news from last week's deadly pickup truck attack in Canada. Debora Patta is following these stories as well as others. Debora, good morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Well, starting in Canada, where the lone 9-year-old survivor of that truck attack has actually been released from hospital. Fayez Afzal's parents, sister and grandmother tragically were all killed on June 6 after a pickup truck jumped a curb and plowed into them. On the same day, the young boy was discharged from hospital. Murder charges against the truck driver, 20-year-old Nathaniel Feltman, were upgraded to include terrorism. Investigators believe the family was targeted because of their Muslim faith and that the murders were deliberate. Since the killings, there has been an outpouring of grief across Canada and a call for a national summit on Islamophobia. Over to England, where Prime Minister Boris Johnson says plans to lift all COVID-19 restrictions next week have been scuppered by the COVID Delta variant. Despite the UK's successful vaccine rollout, which has given 2 doses to more than half the adult population, the prevalence of the variant, first identified in India, has convinced Johnson and his cabinet that Freedom Day, as it's been dubbed, should be delayed until July 19. The 4-week gap will allow the government to accelerate giving second vaccinations to those most vulnerable. In Peru, the country is still waiting for their next president to be confirmed. More than a week after a divisive runoff vote, socialist candidate Pedro Castillo clings to a narrow lead that would tilt the country firmly to the left. The former teacher is just 50,000 votes ahead of right-wing rival Keiko Fujimori. Fujimori is alleging electoral fraud with no concrete proof. Castillo's party has rattled the copper-rich country's business elite with plans to redraft the constitution and hike taxes on mining. And finally, the first crew for China's new space station is preparing to blast off this week as part of Beijing's ambitious program to establish itself as a space power. The mission is a matter of prestige for the Chinese government as it prepares to mark the 100th birthday of the ruling Communist Party on July 1. The Long March 2F rocket carrying 3 astronauts is expected to lift off from a base in northwest China's Gobi Desert on Thursday, and it aims to spend 3 months on the Tiangong station, which would make it China's longest crewed space mission to date and includes plans for spacewalks during this time. Anne-Marie.
All right, Debora Patta, thank you.